Hi, weekend challengers. If you're participating in this weekend's challenge, you will have picked up a kit that looks like this on Friday. And you want to make sure that you read all the cautions. Inside there's also another form that will explain that these batteries and that the magnets can be dangerous. And please make sure you read that over before you start. Okay, when you open your kit, in it you'll find some things. You'll find a AA battery. You'll find 3 magnets that have been glued together onto a washer. The washer will act as the base to hold your motor up and keep it from tipping over. And then you'll find a piece of wire. The wire you should be able to bend with your hands. If you can't, you may want to use a pair of needle nose pliers. So what you're going to do first, you're going to put down your magnets. Whoa, I already got the battery. See that? Pull that away for just a second. And these are strong magnets. Very, very strong magnets. So you want to carefully place the battery onto the magnets. You want to put the positive side down so that the negative side is flatter and the piece of copper will stay up there better with the flat piece up there. So you can see it popped up, and there you go. So you can see that this is the piece that I made for the motor, something that looks like this. And this piece on the bottom will sit on the magnets, well, it'll sit on the washer and brush up against the magnets. It's just wide enough to barely scrape them, because this part has to be touching and the brushes of these circles have to be touching to complete the circuit. And then it works because the current and the magnetic field are perpendicular. This is called the right-hand rule. And when the current and the magnetic field are perpendicular, it causes a force that's perpendicular in a third way. I don't know if you can see that, but perpendicular to that in a third dimension. It's called the Lorentz force, and it pushes on the copper wire so that it will spin. Alright, so I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to put this on there. Well, you're going to have to put the piece down first, and then your battery, and then hook it in like this so that it touches. And then I'm not going to show you what will happen. It wants to go, but I'm not going to show you what happens when you set this down. When you set this down on the battery, it should work. So you might have to fiddle with it a bit, but eventually if you get the circuit completed, it should spin. One last thing that I'd like to remind you of is that your piece of copper wire does not have to look like mine. If you go on Google and you search Homopolar motors, you'll see, and click on images of course, you'll see that there are lots and lots and lots and lots of different suggestions for the shapes. So, I mean, you can just go on here and look for some ideas if you'd like.